Right, so today I'm here with Marty of WVA Custom Rods, and we're going to do a little bit of bait fishing. I get asked quite a few questions about the bait fishing, and it's not something I really do, so I thought I'd come and speak to somebody who does. First of all, I'll talk you through my equipment that I've brought. That's a chair.
And a flask.
That's my chair.
Yeah.
And then Marty will show you a few little things. What we've actually brought is we've brought some drop-off indicators and things just to show you how we work them. Now Marty wouldn't really use these if he were fishing on the river, and similarly when we go bait fishing on the river we don't use them, but I asked Marty to bring them just so we could have a look at it, because a few people have asked you about how to set them up, and it's not something I use, so here's a few little clips of Marty rigging it up and showing you what he did.
We're just going to have a quick run through how to set up a backbiter or a drop-off arm. Both the same things. What I've got here is a Billy backbiter, which I use quite regularly. It's what I trust to do the job for me, but you can buy just the arms themselves. They're the same principle. I'll just run through what you need to do to set it up correctly so that you get good positive indication. First of all, I'm going to attach my drop-off arm to my indicator box. I'm going to clip him onto my pod. Okay, now the whole idea of the drop-off arm is that it is set under tension, if you like. So let me just put this into the clip on the bobbin. Now I use magnetic clips on my bobbins, but they can be ball type, they can be the adjustable Gardner type. There's different sorts, but they all do the same thing as long as they'll let go. Now the whole idea being, any forward movement of the line once you're set up, what you want to do is you need to create that angle so it's tight, so the line can only, if it goes this way when you have a pull or a run, it will ping out of the bobbin straight away, and the weight on the arm will drop the arm to the floor. Now with an electronic version here, I'll just set that up. With an electronic version, as that drops, it will kick off the buzzer, which will give me an indication. There's also an LED on the back, but even without the electronic part on it, what you're looking for is that any forward movement will release the line from the line clip on your drop arm. So this angle here is about 45 degrees. About 45 degrees, which to me is fine, but the important thing is I've got almost a right angle on my line there, so any forward movement it will pull out of the clip without any, it's just immediately. With a drop back, which is why we call them a drop back alarm sometimes, again it will a release of the tension will release the arm, and the arm will drop slowly to the floor. And again, with the electronic alarm, we will hear an audible indication. So I'm just going to reset that now, like so. So we've got about a 45 degree angle there. We've got the line coming down to the bobbin and almost at a right angle back up to the rod. The reason it's a little bit more acute is because I've got it in a rest, and the rest is pulling the line up to that angle. But that's set correctly now at 45 degrees, a tight line to the bobbin up to the rod. Any forward movement, and there we are. It's pulled out of the bobbin, the alarm's gone off. If you can see the I don't know if you can see the LED in the dark, we've got an LED on the box there, that will light up as well for indication. I'll turn that off. So that only had to move less than an inch to pull that out of the clip. Obviously if you've got an adjustable clip where you can adjust the tension, you need to get the tension right so that any pull will release it from the clip straight away. But it's as simple as that. So again, to reset into the clip, like so. Turn the alarm on. I'll just go through what happens, or show you what will happen if a fish picks up the bait and runs towards you and creates a slack line bite, or a drop back as we call them. Again, it's moved 2 inches there. We've got an audible alarm. I can turn that up a bit so you can hear it. got an audible alarm, and we've also got, on the back end there, we've also got 2 LEDs. Hard to see in the sunshine, but there's no missing the alarm. Job done. So again, I'm going to reset that. Like so. Again, forward take. Instant. Turn it off. And again a drop back. There we go. Simple as that.
Yes. Sure, what you doing?
I don't want to show you what I do.
Why?
It's my secret, isn't it? It's my.
Why is it?
It's my secret method, isn't it?
Alright, okay, I won't press record then. Yeah, just put your stinky fish on my chair, it's fine.
Is that your chair? Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
Grab a towel out there.
No, it's fine.
There's a towel underneath that bag.
I'll just sit on it and stink a fish.
Underneath that red bag is a towel.
I'll sit on it and stink a fish, it's fine, mate.
Well, I would have done. I didn't even know it was your chair. If it was my chair, I still would have put it on there. Stinky fish. It is a stinky fish. Granted, it's a stinky fish, but
that's why I don't do it, because you don't get like stinky hands when you bring low fishing, especially if you don't catch.
Well, it's definitely a pike in the swim, and if you actually, it's definitely a fish. I couldn't see. All I saw was a little back break the surface, so I didn't see it was what sort of fish.
Definitely pike, mate.
Good. Right. Okay. So what we do, we go in through the mouth of the fish with a baiting needle, an extra long baiting needle. And we go down through the body, like so, and we try and get it out as near to the tail root as we can. That'll do. It's no big deal, but it's come out just behind the vent. And then what we do, is we pop the rubber band onto the baiting needle and we pull it back through the body of the fish, keeping hold of the other end just in case, like so. What I normally then do, I'm just going to reverse this round, like so. I take my top treble, I take the little loop on the end of the pop-up wire, slip it onto that treble over the barb and go in to the tail root of the fish, like so. Okay, then pull out the rubber band from his mouth, like so. Transfer the rubber band onto this little baby, like so. If you can see that, close the gating needle, pull down the sleeve over the rubber band. This is the tricky bit. I take my pop-up pair, through the rubber band, like so. If you can see that, I then trap it or close it up using the sleeve. That goes into the fish's mouth, like so. There we are. So what we've got now, just attach the top treble, like so. What we've got now, we've got our normal snap tackle, if you like, or normal trace. We've also got a wire that's coming off the treble that goes through the tail root. You can see it attached just there. It's going into the fish and up, and the insides of the fish attached to this buoyant, very closed cell buoyant pop-up pair. What will happen now is if I just dangle that in the water, you'll see that'll float head up. So what it's going to do, the lead which you can see underneath the float there is going to be sat on the bottom. That fish is going to be popped up the length of the trace, so it's going to be popped up, say 2 foot, roughly 2 foot, and it will sit there 2 foot above the bottom. As you can see it there in the water, any sort of flow or any movement of the line will waver it about in the water and hopefully become very visible to a pike. And that's my favourite method.